What's going on YouTube?
Yo, yo, yo.
Hello, everyone. Back to our normal
routine.
Back to reality. Oh, the ghost gravity.
Oh,
Just kidding.
not really, though, because we were supposed to start half an hour ago.
Yeah, but I didn't get off of work until 8.
Yeah,
so
that's
we're
true.
starting a bit late. But that's okay. Yeah, I'm super happy to be back. Back to our usual. Oh, wow. I'm so used to having the other camera around, so accidentally pressing the button and then switching to you is so weird. As I was saying, yeah, being back home, being back in our stomping grounds feels good to be back in the usual setup as opposed to your parents. It did feel a bit odd. Kind of felt bad, like, oh, hey guys, sorry, keep it down. We're gonna have a show. I don't even think they really did have to keep it down.
Oh, no, I feel like...
It was a really good episode. I like that episode.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good episode.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for everyone who came through. I remember Rio coming through.
Yeah, he had the best chat of the night. He said, make art to make it, not to make it.
Yeah.
Or create art to make it, not to make it. And I said, wow,
Wise
that
man.
hit deep. Yeah, he is that hit deep right into the heart. But yeah, apologies that we didn't actually go through with last week's episode. We did get home, and there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on.
We were trying to get back into things.
Yeah. And not to mention when we were at your parents', it was somewhat of a mini vacation, so we did have a little bit more time.
Flexibility.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But glad to be back. Happy to be here. Don't forget to chat us so we can say hello. Shout out to the 2 viewers watching already. Appreciate you guys for coming through. But today's episode was roughly going to be touched on live streaming. Ooh, what we're doing now. Yeah, because I wanted to, although to me, it feels like work, not art, but I can see how one can perceive live streaming as art because, it takes a whole team. If you look at these TV shows, it's not just one person, You have a whole crew in the back, like, change the camera 1, change the camera 2. Lights, right. And they have to, like...
Audio.
They also have to take care of a live audience as well, so...
It's kind of like your own stage or your own... well, it's like a show.
And for me, although this did start as, like, a whole lot of fun, just playing video games, we were able to create a show together. Marino and I no longer just play video games, but we have a show. We have conversations,
Yeah, and you provide live stream as a service to other creators, which is really awesome. So it's awesome to see you guys evolve from, where you started and where you are now.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. It was super strange for me because I didn't know how to approach this topic or this sort of art form because I'm still fairly new to it, Although I have the knowledge of a videographer and photographer, I didn't really have the knowledge of audio. I recently just gained that from my business partner, Marino. And, I feel like there's still so much that goes into making a show and live streaming, Like, it is as simple as, like, for a child who does want to start live streaming, simply set up a webcam or the one off of your laptop,
Your phone.
Your phone, right, because you can live stream on your phone, yeah. And just play video games, It's that simple, and kids do it for fun, and other people do it for business. It started off fun for us, but then quickly became business straight afterwards. So for me, to sort of discuss this as art, I felt a little bit like, what's that word, imposter syndrome, where I feel like I can't really speak too much on this, although I have this knowledge and experience on it. I just feel like I have yet to learn so much, and I still feel like I have room to grow in this art form for those who consider this an art form, because a lot of people look at this, as you said, a service, So I was a little bit weary on how to approach this, but for me, my take on it is a lot of work, especially if you don't have like
your own your space for it.
Yeah, like
designed for it.
Right, because let's take Ellen's show or Oprah's show. You know, the set may change, but the cameras are always there. The people just have to sit behind the camera. You have a control room where, you know, there's this big hunk of machines and you change the cameras, so on and so forth. And yeah, it's just easier because they have a studio, you know. But for us, we don't have those big cinema cameras. We're dealing with small DSLR, mirrorless, and DSLR. And then we actually have to hook up everything to this. Hold on, let me put it in frame. To this little doohickey. Bebop-bo. Which then allows me to switch through the cameras as opposed to this big hunk. Right, and I'm talking, so I'm like doing a lot of things at once as opposed to a show. That's not how it's really done. You know what I mean?
Like you have people placed into these roles, and it's just, you know, for the most part it's just you and Marino working on your show, and then you and I here. And I'm still trying to do my part as far as the setup beforehand, because it's a lot. And the fact that you guys have to set up each time, because you break down everything, because we do this outside of our apartment or within our apartment,
right.
So it's not possible for these things to be left out, because we need to
live our daily lives, you know,
function.
Like, right.
Yeah.
This what we're hosting the show on is our dining room, you know.
This is where we eat.
Exactly. And then in front of us, I wish I could show you guys, but in front of us we also have a little foldable table, which is entering our living room, you know. So it is a lot. And on that table, if you guys are wondering, is the mixer, which allows us to get such great quality in audio and allow us to monitor that audio as well. But yeah, it's crazy to think about how much effort you and I have put in, Marino and I have put in, just to go through with the show,
to keep it going.
Right, but then you see our frustrations as well when it comes to like dismantling everything, setting everything back up, and
kind of like branding it. We're not really have the opportunity to brand it, because, you know, we're renting this space. Yeah, we opened the window for milk.
Yeah, she wanted it.
But he left. I think he left.
Yeah, he did. He said, it's a little chilly up in
that's
here.
That's it. That's my evening stroll.
Right. That was my
His
guest
neighborhood
appearance.
Watch.
Right.
He loves looking outside.
Right, but like I was saying, you see our frustrations, and you know, it kind of, enough is enough when, you know, we complain about not having a studio. It's now we're making the effort and looking into one, so that way we can have this setup always set up, and that way, you know, we can push more content for you guys and bring that quality content, and not only have to worry about setting up the quality content, but focus more so on the content.
Just get right into it.
Right, so doing research on what we're going to be talking about, so on and so forth, and, you know, worrying about what the content is actually going to pertain to, you know, because although we have to worry about that, we always have to worry about setting up, and that is a pain. But
especially like because we are still in a pandemic, like
that too.
Fortunately, Enrique and I we do still work. We work from home. We have that capability. So we work here.
Or
we sleep
anywhere,
here.
Really.
Yeah.
Anywhere,
well, yeah, because we ended up having to work some days when we were at my parents'.
As long as we got internet, we can really work forever.
But like I said, we work here, we sleep here, we eat here. Now we stream here. You know, you as a creative, you definitely need, for me personally, you need that separation.
Yeah. And I understand, you know, artists always make do with what they got. And for those who have a home, you know, they'll go ahead and start doing their art in their garage or a separate bedroom, you know, but that's a house. And then in an apartment in the city, you know, if they have numerous bedrooms, then they'll use the bedroom as a home studio, you know. And it kind of sucks because although we do work from home, our desk and our setup is actually in our bedroom.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's no really like separation when it comes to like work and relaxing mode. You really have to force yourself and be disciplined to sit down and really work, as opposed to doze off in bed with a laptop on your lap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at least, I mean, we're doing it.
You know, at least we are making the effort.
Yeah, despite the challenges, the hardships, we're still gonna try to make it work. We will make it work, and hopefully you guys can, see our growth, and we're excited to,
continue this journey.
Yeah, and hopefully soon have a studio space, to call our own, and we can just
go at it, just creating art. Yeah, exactly. That's what I look forward to. Like you see a lot of these artists, they rent their own studios, and it's about time because, something that Marina and I have brought up was, bringing clients and guests, actually.
Friends, family.
Right. So we would have either guests on our shows like you and I, but we have to have that yet. Stay tuned. Or when we actually have clients, when Marino and I actually bring in clients into the space to shoot for them, it is a hassle sort of moving our couch, moving the coffee table, moving the coffee station, moving, the stools on our island.
It's a lot of accommodating too.
Yeah. So it is super exciting because not only would we be able to focus on our clients and more so what type of content we're going to be putting as opposed to the quality, because the quality will always be there.
Yeah.
It's just more so the type of content that we need to focus on. But yeah, I wanted to get your take because you, as of recently, like you just said, have been helping me set up. You've also been in this show almost 10 episodes in.
Yo. Not like you're 50. How many episodes?
We're almost at 60 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's because we live stream twice a week, and you and I only live stream once a week.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, yeah, you guys have been going on for a while. We just started,
Yeah. But then again, it's because I wanted to live stream on my channel because it's the type of content or type of medium that I was starting to enjoy. Like right now, as you guys know, I'm a photographer. Excuse me. I enjoy taking photographs, but I also enjoy making videos, know. And live streams is something that I also enjoy, that I just wanted to keep pushing and keep working on and, push on my channel. But what I was sort of hesitant about was starting a live stream on my channel and then have it be the same as Quit Playing. You know what I mean? Because when we first started live streaming and we created our own YouTube channel, I was like, okay, cool. So now that I'm back on YouTube, I just need to make a couple videos. As you guys saw, I made a comeback on YouTube.
Yeah.
And sort of addressing what had happened over the years, where I was, I wasn't holding myself accountable. I just wasn't really creating art. And I wanted to end 2020 strong. And because I'm going back on YouTube making live streams, I owe the people an explanation at least, I don't really. I could just make art just for me. But at the same time, for those who support me, friends and families, I should have just let them know, like, hey, this is why I wasn't creating the art that I wanted to,
Yeah, but I feel like you were always communicating. Yeah, and it was like the one time and you were gone for a while and you didn't really communicate it, so it makes sense why you addressed it the way you did.
Yeah, and my last video said I'm not going to be posting for a while. A while being like 2 years.
A few years?
Yeah. And so I was just like, okay, so I'm going to be playing video games on this one channel. I'm not just going to be playing games. It's going to be like a little talk show. I want to do something like that with mine. And I'm like, I don't want to play video games on my channel. That's not what my channel is about. I want to take photos. I want to focus on my art. What am I going to do? So I thought, why don't I have a show about art? And I'm like, I can't just have it be me. I'm like sort of talking to the camera, like one-on-one I'm already doing with my videos. What's the differentiation other than it being a live stream and then, talking to people live? I'm like, I need something else.
Yeah.
And then when I really thought of it, I was just like, wait a second. Ariana and I usually, struggle with spending time together to make that effort of being together like once a week, other than having dates. We should have a hobby together or do something together that, we would enjoy.
Yeah.
So I still wanted it to be about art, and that's why I was just like, yeah, let's have a show.
And we always chit chat about these things.
Yeah. Sometimes in bed.
Yeah.
Late at night, or sometimes like during the day.
Half awake.
Right. And I thought, what other perfect opportunity than this to be able to talk to my lover about something that you and I are both passionate about, But yeah, give the people some insight on some of the behind the scenes and what you feel when it comes to live streaming, whether it be the setup, the takedown, or just being on the show in general.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a lot. Seeing you guys, you know, twice a week, put everything together, and then, you know, take it apart. And I could see your guys' frustrations, but in the moment when I'm seeing you guys doing your thing, you can tell that, you know, your passion overcomes the struggles. And yeah, I'm excited that you asked me along, you know, for mixed media, because I'm not really in front of the camera besides still photos. Like, I'm moving here. Like,
you used to be a part of the videos a lot more when I first started vlogging.
Yeah, but I feel like, you know, this is more my realm, you know, our realm. Like, it's kind of my opinion, my thoughts, and I don't usually express those to the public. But I feel like, when we went to go see my parents, like my niece, she's 9, she was all for it, and it's just to see her excitement. It's true. Like, I feel like streaming or YouTubing, you make of it whatever you want. You can make anything out of it. Like, there's kids who are just unboxing toys.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's their thing. Like, if you've ever been interested in live streaming and YouTubing, whatever, you know, I say go for it, because I feel like at the end of the day, it's going to evolve into what you want it to be. And you just kind of have to, like, let it go and take its course, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think something that I still struggle with now, and if I can give any of you a piece of advice, it would be that don't be too hard on yourself, because it's definitely going to be a struggle. Don't make videos for the audience or for the people. Make it because you want to make it, and don't be too hard on yourself, because, you know, although we all want to reach perfection in our videos or live streams, I think it's also important that you don't lose sight of, you know, the enjoyment behind it, you know, because a lot of times we put ourselves under this pressure without anybody else putting this pressure on us, and then, you know,
trying to, like, fit into this mold.
Exactly. And then you're no longer going to have fun. You're going to try to fit into an agenda and a schedule that's no longer realistic for you. And there's always things going to be going on in your life, whether it be work, school, family, friends. And I think it's important to go easy on yourself, because even in life, you are your worst critic, you know. So when it comes to making videos or live streaming, painting, illustrating, stuff like anything really, I think it's important that, you know, you stay disciplined, but you also got to take it easy on yourself, you know.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because at the end of the day, I was talking to my manager, and she put it in perspective as just like, you know, this is on you. Like, this is what you're going to be accomplishing, these goals, you know? Like, yeah, I'm going to support you, but at the end of the day, you know, you have to figure out these goals, and they should be goals that you want to reach, because then what are you doing everything for?
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's just like, even if you feel like people aren't going to be interested in, there's so many people who you haven't met, and there is going to be that group for you, you know, that support. And it shouldn't be about the numbers. It should be about, you know, the quality and you just having fun.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not that serious. Because there's so much serious negative things going on in the world, and it's just like to have this little escape. Yeah, you want to make the most of it. So
right, exactly, with any form of art, of course. And yeah, that's why I sort of struggled on this, because right now I am struggling with live streaming. Like, it's right now I'm at a point where it's fun and I'm enjoying myself, but at the same time I am struggling because of our certain situation. Like you said, although our passion surpasses that, there's still frustration. You know, I want to focus more so on the conversation and the content that we're bringing to the table, as opposed to focusing on, like, okay, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, I got to set up. I got to be available at this time and this time to start setting up, as opposed to being on location and be like, oh, cool, I made it. You know, the cameras are already set, everything's already set. Let me just throw on the headphones and then get to the topic at hand, or, you know, create this content, whether it be a video or photos, you know. But yeah, I look forward to what's to come, you know, in a few months, literally in a few months. We're no longer going to be in this
in the
space.
apartment, I know.
Yeah, so this setup is no longer going to be, which is super sad.
Unless we ask the next renters, hey, can we use a space? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm excited to see because we are looking for a space, a studio space for us to, have it be our safe haven, sort of our getaway from reality, and create art, whether it be embroidery, photography, illustration,
streaming,
videography, streaming, or graphic design, or music,
oh yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of opportunity, and I'm excited to see what's to come. And right now we're actually looking at spaces, and I found one, but
You're not happy with it?
It's not that I'm not happy with it. It's just we also have to keep in consideration that we will be moving.
Oh yeah.
The lease is up, so we gotta.
That's the tough part.
Yeah, I kind of want to wait, so sort of tough it out for the next 3 months, and then look for that studio space. But I agree with Marino. It is becoming a bit much, and not to mention our clients still need it. It's not like we can put everything on pause right now. So yeah, it's super strange because you want a space that's obviously big enough for 3 or 4 artists, but something that's also affordable. You don't want to pay an arm and a leg, because right now that's what we're doing for our home, for our living situation,
Yeah, that's true.
And to have to do that with our workspace as well, we don't want to spread ourselves too thin either,
No, I'm sure something will come up, and
all due time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as of recently, what have you been up to as far as art-wise?
What was I doing today? Oh, today I ended up, we were watching the Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah. We were watching Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
while I was working.
Yeah, and I ended up just coloring. One of my family members, they gifted me a cat coloring book because, yeah, I'm a cat lady. I'm a cat mom.
This is true.
And yeah, I was just coloring today, and I just forgot how much I enjoyed it. I used to color a lot when I was little, but as of right now, stay tuned. Things are coming. I've been speaking with my sister, and she's also a very creative girl, a baker. She is good at everything, like, no lie.
Yo, I'm not afraid to say this, though. I am so jealous of the chemistry that you two have when it comes to shoots. Like, you guys, like, I don't know.
Oh.
Well, obviously, it's because she's your sister and you have a different comfortability level with her than with me. Although I am your husband, you just have different comfortability levels with other people, But when I see the images that you two are able to create, I'm just like, what? Because I just sense this comfortability from you with her. Like, she's able to capture such moments, but you're able to give her these expressions that sometimes I feel like I gotta pull out of you. I'm like,
I know.
give me something. Move your eyebrow, or like open your mouth. Give me something, And although we are able to get some like beautiful shots, and especially when it comes to your looks.
Oh yeah.
Whatever looks you come up with, or your makeup, because you did your makeup so bomb when I did the America's Top Photographer.
Oh yeah.
That submission, Nigel Barker liked the photo. I was like,
yeah, that was a really like moment. I was
right.
like, oh my gosh, I used to watch you on the television.
On America's Next Top Model, I used to watch you be a judge. Like that just blew my mind, And
it's so nice to see now. I feel like now, your celebrities or people of higher statuses are realizing, just a little hello or even just a like can do so much and bring so much positivity to their fans,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It's just like, I very much appreciated that because, he didn't have to do it, but the fact that he's so invested in his fans or the people that follow him, like, it's awesome.
Yeah, I think so too. And yeah, I'm excited to see, 'cause they had, so as I submitted a photo for America's Next, or America's, I was going to say America's Next Top Model.
Next Top Model?
No, I didn't submit a photo for America's Next Top Model. It was America's Top Photographer. And yeah, when I saw that they were doing weekly challenges for that show, I was kind of like taken back from it. I'm like, are they gonna have season 2? Because if you guys don't know, Adorama is the one that hosts that show, America's Top Photographer, and they're also the ones that I actually was able to win the contest, the food contest photography challenge.
Yes.
Yo, that was kind of crazy. But yeah, thank you. Yay!
I know, where's that?
I don't have that. That's Marino's department.
It's too advanced for our show. We don't have the budget for it yet.
Right. We're increasing our budget soon. But yeah, for Adorama, if you guys don't know, is like a retail company which sells cameras, electronics, laptops, telescopes, so on and so forth. Like, if you guys can check out Adorama, they're a great company. And yeah, so I had to like participate because I'm just like, yo, if they're coming out with the season 2 and I participate before I like apply to be on the show, I would love to at least be like, oh hey, I also participated in the challenges. You actually liked one of my photos. You know?
Yeah, that's what's up.
And I see that Adorama's also making like the effort to continue to push creators alike to continue to create art, you know, and that's why I had to participate in that that challenge, Create No Matter What, because
gotta continue to do that.
Yeah, I firmly stand by that, because although, you know, 2020 has been a rough year, things are looking better. 2021, you know, you never know what the future's going to hold. Things are still restricted, and I think it's important that you just stay positive.
And another thing, like, you know, just to be real and upfront, you know, no matter what, life still goes on, and you got to make the most of it no matter what, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we're all going through it, but let's turn it into some creativity, because we all have it. Like, it's as simple as coloring a book. Like, yeah, it's not like freaking Van Gogh, but at least
you could be the next Van Gogh. Who knows?
Who's to say that if the right person comes along and they're like, oh my gosh, who are you? Let's collab.
Right. You know, or, you know, where can I showcase your work? Where can I find your work? Where can I buy your work? You know, you never know unless you try, you know, so it's important that you guys continue to make the effort to make art that makes you happy.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all we had to really talk about in today's episode. It was live streaming, sort of touch on what we've been up to. I'm excited to see what you're going to do, especially with your sister. And
yeah, I know. Me too.
What you got coming. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know in the comments who you like to watch live stream, what your favorite live streams are.
Ooh, yeah, I would like to know who y'all like to watch.
What you like to watch, you know, because I know a lot of people do like clothing hauls. What's it? The ones that you watch when they're talking about the latest electronics, like when the new phone comes out.
Oh, they do live streams from time to time, but
well, that's not live streams. That's like YouTube.
Radio, yeah. Unbox Therapy, Marquise Brown, or MKBHD. I think I hope I said that right. But yeah, those people. Yeah, I there's not a lot of live streamers that I do.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about
it, there is a couple, but they're like more video games, so that sort of caters to my other show with Marino.
Yeah.
Quit playing.
That's kind of like the current style of live streaming, right?
Well, that's what it always started as. So the guy that actually made Twitch, before he made Twitch, he had this backpack. Oh, and I found him on TikTok too.
Oh my God, such a good account. I know you sent me some of his videos.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I did something about Bitcoin, right? You actually, yeah. Well, we can. Oh, damn, we should have talked about that a little bit. But essentially, he started off live streaming. He had this like scope and camera on his glasses. He would walk around with a backpack that had like a bunch of computing stuff. Before live streaming was a thing, he's the creator of Twitch. If you guys know his name, drop it in the chat or in the comments. Yeah, it's crazy. He sold Twitch for like millions of dollars way back when. But yeah, Twitch and streaming always was usually about gaming.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't really meant for anything else other than people who would just like walk around and stream.
Oh, okay. Kind of like vlogging.
Yeah, but it's an actual live stream, which kind of blows my mind. Like,
so you're like seeing it while it's happening.
Right. There's like no editorial. Like, there's no saving face. Like people are like going to follow you through embarrassing moments you're scared.
Like that.
Yeah, I like that too. It is. I think it's pretty cool. But oh no, sorry folks, that camera went off. But yeah, I think it's just absolutely crazy that people would do that, because there's been instances where people had their lives saved.
Oh.
From doing that and stuff like that. Or I remember this one instance where like crazy moments caught on live streams, where this girl had her phone and she was live streaming on Twitch, and she gets into a car thinking it's her Uber, and the guy's like, oh, no recording. She's like, no, it's not recording, it's a live stream. And he's like, but no recording. She's like, no, it's not recording. He's like, oh, okay. So he starts driving off, and then he's like, where are you from, blah, blah, blah. And then she realizes during the stream,
I'm scared,
this was not a Uber driver. This was just some random man, and he started driving off with her. And then she said, wait a second. She said, stop the car. And luckily, she was able to get out.
Oh, my God.
But this man was not an Uber or Lyft driver, and he drove off with her.
Well, she got in. I'm just kidding.
Right. Well, hey,
she
you and
pay
I,
attention.
hold on. You and I have instances where we got into the wrong car.
No. Wait, when?
Remember when homegirl had a baby and you told me you got into the wrong car when it wasn't even your Lyft driver?
Oh, yeah, that's true. But the car didn't go. It didn't get to go.
Right. But if he would started driving and you then noticed, you would have been like, oops, this ain't it.
I wouldn't have said anything. I would have popped open that door and rolled out.
That's terrible. Oh my gosh, that's risky.
No, but going back to like, it's such a fresh take, because I mean, I'm on YouTube a lot. I've actually been on YouTube, like just on it scrolling at videos, like recently, like so much of my day actually. It wasn't always like that, but to hear that people are live streaming their day, it's so interesting, because it's different from what everyone is kind of used to.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be their day, because imagine a 24-hour live stream. Who's gonna watch that?
Yeah, no. I mean, like
parts of the day, which is like an unfiltered way to share content or share a part of your life, because let's take one of YouTube's oldest golden boy, Casey Neistat. He would obviously post every single day, but every single day he experienced troubles. That doesn't mean he put it in his vlogs. Sometimes he did, and other times he didn't. Would he, in the beginning,
would he edit them as he does?
They're always
now?
edited. They're like some would be as short as 4 minutes, and others would be as long as 10 minutes. So like, it's still filtered truth, though, whether people are going through hardships or not, or going through happy moments. They're deciding what they want to show post-production when they're editing the video, And that's why I actually like live streaming. I'm like, I want to take this to my platform because it's uncensored, it's unfiltered. I mean, it is censored to some certain degree once you have like sponsorships and people paying the bills and stuff like that, and YouTube and their guidelines, stuff like that. But there's something about like talking to a camera and it automatically uploading to YouTube right afterwards. People can watch this live, and once the live stream is over, they can watch when we were live.
Yeah.
And I think I really like that, because it really cuts out the editing process. And that's something that I always struggle with, unless it's for like a client, then I always enjoyed editing. But when it's for my channel, I'm always so meticulous and tedious, because I want everything perfect in the way that I had imagined it, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean?
It's like, it has its pros and cons.
Right. And I'm like, you know what? Although I'm a photographer and I'm making videos about photography, why don't I just live stream as well, to not only talk about photography, but to talk about videography, And I wanted to make a show for my own, but I thought it'd be best to have you in the show, because, I want to spend time with you, and I want to, have a second person to give an opinion, because, I can only say so much.
We don't always agree, and I love that.
Right.
That we can have conversations, and I always enjoy hearing your perspective, and
Same.
It's something that we're both really passionate about, and just a conversation, and we hope that you guys continue to stay along with us along the way, because we're going to continue to grow, and I'm excited to see really where this goes, especially once, you know, a studio is established, because just to see the effort that you guys put in this, you know, whether it be your own show or, you know, your clients, I can't even imagine what you guys and hopefully myself will bring once we have that space.
Dedicated space, yeah. Well, folks, thank you so much for tuning in on episode 9. Oh my gosh, we didn't even do an intro. Holy moly. Well, you know what? Let's do
an outro intro.
Yeah, let's do an intro outro type thing. Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Mixed Media episode 9. We're your hosts, live with Enrique.
Ariana Villalon.
And thanks for tuning in. No, the outro. Yo, I can't believe we missed the intro.
We just went right into it because it's been so long.
Yeah, I know. And I was super eager after setting up. I'm just like, okay, let's just jump right into it. But yeah, stay tuned for next week's episode 10. Now we're in the double digits, baby.
Yo.
Where we talk about music. Stay tuned because there's going to be a surprise for that episode. Until next time, YouTube, we're your hosts, live with Enrique.
Ariana Villalon.
Peace.